Hello and welcome back to the Little Western Model Railway YouTube channel. I'm James and today I'm bringing you a spring update. Yes, it's the end of Q1 or March 2025 and I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update as to what's been going on, what I've been doing, where I've been, the little progress that I've been able to make, some new purchases and maybe something at the end that you aren't expecting. But without further ado, let me get this lot cleaned up and I'll show you what we've been doing. Roll the intro. Okay, so before we get to some of the major updates that I've actually been able to do since getting some motivation back, I must say that even without YouTube and pulling out YouTube videos, I've had very little motivation over the last few months to get any work done. It seems to be a recurring problem for me, but it seems to be back with a new venture that myself and a few others are going on. I will detail that later on. But there are some new purchases for this update, and there will be some more for the following update moving forward. So first, we have 3 Coopercraft kit-built wagons. I believe this is supposed to be a van of some sort. At least that's what it was labelled as. I don't know if it's supposed to have a roof, but I'm treating it as a very, very large planked wagon. Maybe I'll put a roof on it if that's right. It looks like it's got double doors on it, so it probably should have a roof. I will sort that. Then there's another smaller box van, and I bought a Toad as well. Now unfortunately the Toad has suffered some damage. I do have all the parts for it, but I think I need to replace the springs, the axle boxes, basically all of the bits for the axles need to be replaced on one side, and then of course the running board or the sideboard needs to be reattached. I will replace those with ratio parts. I do have a kit that I am going to use to get bashed at, but really nice nonetheless. Bit of a pity that it was damaged in transit. Not really much else I can do about that. Now the next glaringly obvious purchase is this large prairie. It's a Hornby large prairie, number 5154. This is one of the older toolings, I believe. It is DCC ready. I will be doing an overview of it in the future. But I bought this for a grand total of £26 on eBay. And she runs really well. She's got a standard Hornby decoder in her. You can probably see it in the cab there. And the owner told me that they bought the decoder not long before selling, so I'm absolutely blown away by it. I've wanted a large prairie for a while, and to see one of those at such a cheap price and to win it at such a cheap price, I had to get it. I will be getting the newer versions as well as the Dapol versions, so yeah, plenty to look forward to. It's a really nice model, and I'll have a separate overview video on it coming up in the near future. Then, moving these out of the way, the next big purchase and the next proper video I will have on the channel is this lovely beauty. So this is King James I, a Hornby King James I, R3331 in Great Western Green. Yeah, I've wanted the King for a long time, and I saw this. It was advertised as new, so I purchased it for £90 British. And when I got it, it looked in absolute mint condition. It still does look in absolute mint condition, but I'll go into more detail about this in its own specific video. But nonetheless, I am still very happy that I have this. But yeah, more on that in its own separate video that will be coming up as the next one following this. Now, on to more glaring topics. Okay, now, so to the main attraction of what the update is about. So we've actually got some track glue down. So the first turnout is in place, and so is the main siding here. So this is the primary siding for the industry. It's all set up so that the switchblades can move which I'm very, very happy about. It's all wired in, and if I stick that down for a second and zoom in, you can see just down here that I have these plastic fish plates are insulating the frog, and also I have some over this side isolating the track work. Now if I just pivot that way a little bit, you can see that it's the same, it's the same down here, and it will be across every rail join on the layout. Now as you can see, I have the Earl over there, and I'm sorry to say it doesn't have the diesel dog on it, I'm afraid, but it does work, he says. I need to clean it, but it does work. I have had it working perfectly fine. But yeah, it does need cleaning, obviously. But it does work. I am happy with it. Everything I have will be... I can stop that now. Everything I have will have probably will likely have stay alives fitted anyway, so I'm not too fussed about any of the niggles. But this was a solid effort. It took a really long time for me to get sorted. So I'm really, really happy with it. For temporary purposes, I have a second line here that I will be wiring in a few minutes. It's just so I can do some back and forth shunting and kind of, start playing trains properly. So I just need to solder a red cable in here, and then this will be ready to do some shunting. Now, I did have a second turnout ready, and this is it. As you can see, it's a bit mangled, so I completed, air quotes, completed, and had it glued down into the baseboard here as the second turnout for the Inglenook shunting puzzle. But as you can tell, probably here, these joggles in the rails caused a lot more issues than I thought they were going to be. So I completely misread 0.2 as 2 mil and did this years ago. And I said to myself back then that everything was going to be perfectly fine and I don't need to worry about it. Well, when I went to glue it down, everything, and I mean everything, was derailing off it. It was an absolute nightmare. And I just had to start from scratch. So I have started from scratch. I do have, right now, I have timbers are in their wash bath. I have the template set up and ready. I have everything on the way to go. I just need to get round to do it. But considering it was the end of the quarter and the beginning of spring, I wanted to get an update out. So keep an eye out for that in a future video. Hi everyone, post-production James here. Just wanted to say that the Shunting Yard team are live on the Shunting Yard YouTube channel, which is linked in the description below. If you want to come and join us for our topics, antics, and maybe have a dram or two, that's fine by us. We'll see you there almost every Thursday, weather permitting, personal commitments permitting, and whether or not we're too drunk or not. I'll see you there. Now, there has been some change on the underside of the layout, and I'm holding you in my hand right now. So as you can see, we have the first turnout servo motor in place with a micro switch and 3 wires, 1 red, 1 black, 1 white coming out. This is all temporarily wired up, but essentially we will have bus wires going to here, so there'll be red and black, black and blue for accessories. Feeders will come to these, so I will have them extend out and come to these droppers, and then the bus goes through a hole that side. We'll come out to this one. We'll have a similar arrangement on this side, which will connect directly to the DCC-EX power command station over there, which is currently plugged in to power supply down here. All of this will be neatened up and will have its own place under here. I plan to have a shelf under here as well. This is very temporary. I've decided against this, and you'll see why in a few months' time. And then the similar arrangement will then continue through that hole, excuse the pram, under baseboard 3 when I get there. So yeah, I would say pretty busy. This was a whole evening to get sorted. But so far, no shorts, no power issues, and happy to go, honestly. God, my hair is terrible. So yeah, there's the major additions and updates. Yeah, I was planning on having that second turnout done this week. So for those of you that don't know, myself, Rob at the Kiln Line, Hilton at Proper Chuffed, and Dan of Engage USA fame have started a little endeavour called the Shunting Yard. It's a weekly live stream, or at least at the moment it's a weekly live stream over on YouTube, and I'll leave links to it down in the description. We've also got a Discord community that is really taking off at the moment. We're very happy with how it's going at the moment, and we're just improving week over week. So go and check that out. But I digress. So we had a little bit of an internal challenge, let's say, for Dan to complete a new YouTube video before I could complete the second turnout, and I was very confident because of course I had this one ready made, and on Sunday just gone it completely just completely broke on me, and I had to get rid of it. So I've completely redone it. Everything is on the way to get completely new. So I lost, so I have to wait and see what the forfeit for that is. But nonetheless, the motivation is definitely back. I'm very happy with how things are going, and I'm really looking forward to the future. So I will leave you with the thoughts of what have we got coming. We've got at least 2 locomotive overviews. We've got a wagon overview. I've got a new wagon coming. We've got some sound installation. We've got some stay alive installation to do. More track work to do. For sure, and we get to play trains. Finally we get to play trains, so you get to look forward to that on a regular basis as well, because I have always planned on doing shunting videos and having those up on the channel as well for people to enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, I am going to stop rabbiting on, and you can enjoy a few minutes of the Earl moving between 2 sidings. It's not going to be very exciting for a lot of people, but it's very exciting for me. So yeah, other than that, I want to say thank you very much for checking out this video. If you liked it, please like it. If you want to stay around for the rest of my journey, please hit the subscribe button, and happy shunting. I'll see you later.